what you need to know right now. This is going to be the reading topic today. Just the thing I wanted to see. This reading, by the way, it's going to be brutally honest. So if you're not someone who wanted honesty in the first place, who just wanted, false promises or any kind of see when it comes to tarot, it's not about false promises, but angels are always encouraging us to pursue our dreams, our goals, our desire. It doesn't matter what we want it, and that's it. That's what angels want for us too. If pursuing that things makes us happy, angels would always encourage us to do that, and angels would always give you the messages in alignment with those. For example, I have a specific person I like. Angels would never say something like, hey, you know what, you like that person, but you should never follow your dreams. You should never see that. Angels might say, but not because uh, only if the person is toxic for you and they are not healthy for you, they are not helping you, or they are just degrading you, commenting mean things about you or something like that. Then they might be saying some things like, sweetie, you don't deserve this man, or woman, whoever. um, but a lot of times angels are always saying to us, go for it, whatever you want, you deserve it, go for it. That's done. If you want to see file options, the check out the description. We have all the timestamps down below. Okay. Yeah, continuing. So there's nothing called um, false promises from the angels, but angels are actually helping us to give advices as to what we can do in order to pursue what we want. Also, one thing I have seen, whatever we want, the advices is kind of something really opposite to that of our nature, and that's why the advices is kind of really difficult to follow. For example, if I am an introvert, the advice would be to go out, hang out with people, hang out with friends. You would attract your soulmate into your life. And I am so nervous to do that. I have social anxiety. I don't like to go out. I hate it. I hate the complete process. And that's the reason the advice thing is going to take a lot from me. And that's why most of the times, whatever readings that we see on YouTube saying that you would attract your soulmate in 3 months or so, that doesn't come into fruition because the advice was not being able to fulfill by us. Um, Again, that type of readings are real, it's legitimate, it's genuine, and for tarot, that is completely valid. Why am I saying tarot? I don't know other means of, um, prediction system, but what I know is tarot is the place that we can ask two kinds of questions. A, will we be together? Or B, can we be together? And both of these questions are so different. So, first question is implying like, if I am the way I am, and if the other person is the way they are, and if I don't change my behavior, my decisions, and my life is the way it is, what do you think might happen in the future? Will we be coming into the reunion or anything like that? And the angels would give answer to that. But if we want, we can also ask questions as in, can we be together? That means like, I am away from this person, not physically, but energetically. We are so not aligned right now. And even when we were aligned once, it just it didn't work out. And I thoroughly want it to work out. So, angels, I want it to happen. Tell me what I can do. That's the can we be together question. So, both of them are and can be asked in tarot. And angels always, if you are a channeler, if you understand how angels feel like, you understand what I'm talking about. Angels are always 100% supportive of our dreams, goals, desire, and also fears. That means if you want protection from your fears, that's also such a priority for your angels. Your angels are always giving you unconditional love, the love that is so not that we see in our day-to-day life, not through humans, not through child, not through, you know, even pets. Angels' loves are very, very different. That's what I'd like to say. I don't know, maybe you can find it from humans as well, from earthly realm, child, or, you know, animals. You can find unconditional love from them as well. But I have sensed that the angels' love is quite different, and way unconditional. They are so giving, and also they have a lot to give. It's not that they are giving and they would run out of energy or they would run out of love. They have unconditional love in their heart, and they can always overflow it to us. So, this is what I wanted to say as kind of like a disclaimer or like an introduction type of thing. But because the topic of the video is the brutally honest reading. So today I'm not going to say, can you be together type of readings, or if you could have the best possible future spouse, how it would be type of reading. I am going to say, if I am the way I am right now, like if the viewers, you guys, right? If you are the way you are right now, what you need to know right now. And I'm going to be very honest. The thing about me in my tarot readings is that I'm quite honest, and I am also empathetic. That means like I tell the I wouldn't say I'm empathetic. Maybe I'm empath. I don't know if there's any difference. Okay. Because there was this video I saw called Damaged Empath. You can also watch that on YouTube. That was giving two different examples. That was giving the idea that empath is different than being empathetic. Okay. So I am an empath, maybe a damaged empath. I don't know. But what I feel is tremendous amount of guilt when I see the truth, and my angels are working with me through this thing right now. That, say the truth. You don't have to be afraid of saying the truth. It is what it is, and it's not that you are, like angels are telling to me, that it's not that you are, hurtful or you are mean. It's just that life is this way. You cannot, like, if there is light right now, you have to say there is light. And if there is, because I'm a messenger, right, and I have to do this for it's my duty over here. So if there's light, if it is day, I have to say that this is day, and if it is night, and I have to say that this is night. I can't I have tried saying something. I have tried restricting myself, from saying a lot of things, because there was a YouTube reading I was about to do a long time ago, and there was a reading saying that, one person was about to get married to someone who would be physically handicapped, and mostly something to do with eyes. So maybe they were blind, or their eyes were, maybe they've had a cataract surgery or something like that in the past. But this was weighing me so bad. I was feeling so heavy, and I didn't say this to the YouTube. In fact, I canceled the whole reading. What ended up happening was my throat felt sore, like it was hurtful for over a week. And I understood that this is the way angels are saying you are supposed to say the truth. And if I'm not saying the truth, you know, I don't know, I'm not serving my purpose. And karma kind of hits me when I don't. So I understood from then on to say it what it is, but still there's a lot of hesitation in my head, a lot of guilt in my heart after I say it, even though I sugarcoat it like 10 layers of the time. And I understood this much by now that if you are a tarot reader, then this would be helpful for you. Um, helpful for you. Okay. I understood this much by now. If there is a positive message and a negative message, say the negative message, but say it in one sentence or so, and continue with this positive message for like a paragraph. Like emphasis on the positive message instead of emphasizing on the negative one. And that's one of the ways that I deal with. And other than that, I sugarcoat it a lot. Okay. And also, I say it a million times that this is a general reading. If this is not resonating with you, just leave it. Not because, but because not because of this is not the truth that's supposed to be meant for some people, but because this was the truth that was hurting some people. And then I could sense their energy, and then I was not okay with it. Moreover, I was feeling guilty with it. So I wanted to do this kind of experimentation today, saying that what is your future spouse going to be like? But I'm going to be blunt, brutal, and this is an experiment for me personally so that I can be more open up. I can be more unapologetically honest. So, this is the main disclaimer over here. If you are not someone who do not want brutally honest truth, click off this video because I don't think I'm going to hold back in this video particularly. Okay. So pile number 1 is I think of you at night. And pile number 2 is you radiate, you glow. So these are the 2 piles we have. Just one more time for the disclaimer. This is going to be a brutally honest reading. If you're comfortable, okay, stay. Okay. Okay, so let's start with pile number 1. For those of you who have chosen pile number 1, I think of you at night. This is going to be a reading. Jalebi Baby is one of the songs that I heard right now. So this might be something that is resonating with you. Who is your future spouse? This is the reading, and if you have heard the introduction, great. If you didn't, today I'm going to say things as it is without sugarcoating, without see, always I believe every tarot readers are doing this. I'm not sure, but at least those who care are considerate of other people's feelings. They always sugarcoat the harsh truths. So I'm not going to do that in this reading. I do that, of course, but not for today. Today I'm going to be a little loose, little myself. Whatever I'm saying, I'm just saying that. Okay, so we have the cards that represent who your future spouse is. And also, we are going to take cards representing how you are going to feel about those behaviors in your future spouse. For most of you, I'm sensing that most of you are females who is looking for masculine partners. If not, this message will still resonate with you. Okay, a little bit about me. Okay. I don't know how many of you are air signs, but I am an air sign. It looks like a lot of you guys are um because of the cards. Okay, so I'm just reading the cards. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This might be you. Okay. Um, I am an air sign as well. Okay, and there was this relationship I've had with a Capricorn. They not necessarily they are bad or something, but they are mostly someone who would like to do a lot for you. They would like to give you a lot of things. They would like to give you do a lot of things for you. They would like to, be make sure that they are there for you. This is one of the vibes that I'm getting from your person as well. But what I felt from that was that I felt suffocating because they were, I was not asking for any help. I just wanted to do my things by my own. And this person was just not leaving me alone. And I felt very suffocated, very much pressured. And I even conveyed this to that person, but then it was their nature, and then they couldn't help it. So yeah, that's the reason I also took the cards as in what you are going to feel about it, how you are going to perceive this person, not just how they are. I think of you at night is your person's first card. Okay. Okay. So we have the moon, two of swords, the emperor, six of pentacles, justice in reverse, ace of sword for clarifying the moon, page of wands clarifying two of sword, four of sword clarifying the emperor. This was like strongest attraction pull that I've sensed. It doesn't matter. This was just an energetic thing that I felt. Okay. And knight of sword was is clarifier. Oh, wait a minute. Is clarifying Six of Pentacles, and the Justice in reverse is clarifying Page of Swords and the High Priestess. Okay, and on the bottom of the deck we have Seven of Wands along with King of Wands, and also we have the Hermit. So maybe you are dealing with someone like Pisces. I don't know. I just felt like that. Um, what I'm feeling from this person is this person maybe not a chatty person. Okay, so their love language is an act of service, and your love language is verbal affirmation. If you do not know about love language, you can search it on Google. You'll be helped there. But main energy which I'm sensing, even from the hermit in the bottom of deck, is that you feel alone a lot of times, and even they are alone. Not that they are messing with someone else or something like that, but when they are alone, they feel good, they feel happy, they feel energetic. Maybe they are an introvert, but when you are alone, when you you mostly feel like talking to this person, but this person is like your future spouse itself. But this person is kind of not into that, and therefore you feel that this is not justice. Like, why am I not getting to talk to you? Like, why don't I have your time. Like, I need to talk to you. I need this time, this conversation. And therefore, you end up feeling defensive, and you always feel that they are giving priority to their work and nothing else. This person might be an Aries, Sagittarius, or Scorpio, um, Capricorn. These are just some things that I'm sensing from this person. It doesn't mean that. Um, and of course, as per the Wands energy, Leo. Okay, so we are keeping it here. So this is like the overall downfall of the relationship. Other than that, they are initially very, very mysterious. Um, that's the reason, like, you were attracted to this person. You were like, oh my god, who is this? And by the way, this person, whoever this person is, they know how to dress. They have dressing sense. It doesn't matter whether they are what their gender is, okay, but they have good presentability within themselves. So maybe they have good makeup sense, good dressing sense, good, yeah, good posture, good everything. So why, when you're looking at this person, you would naturally feel this drawn, this attraction, obviously. And this moon is also saying that they are not someone who is going to tell everything to everyone. They are someone, they might be a Virgo as well. I don't know, I just sense that with the hermit over here. And you know, they mostly feel that it mostly feel that they are mysterious. They wouldn't be talking much. They would have this vibe about them that makes you understand that they are mysterious. They could be an ambivert as well, which is a mixture of introvert and extrovert. And therefore, what you feel about this person is you have this immense attraction towards them. You fall in love with them instantly. For some of you, you have this focus on them. You can't let your eyes drift apart off of them. You are drawn to them in a way. You are attracted towards them, and you, maybe knowingly or unknowingly, you have the sense of you want something with them. More like a relationship, maybe a friendship, maybe something. You want this mystery um to be solved. Yeah. Okay. And then obviously you end up being in a relationship with them. When you are in a relationship, they are, again, their accessory sense is still amazing. They know what to wear. They might be someone who is gifting you a lot of things as well. They have this fashion sense maybe, and therefore they will be gifting you what you need, or what they think would be best for you. Um, hmm. Two of Swords represents confusion. It also represents, for me, when I'm seeing the blindfold, it represents something is unseen. So maybe you are still having such a mystery about this person. You have not understood who this person is yet. Like, you are in relationship with them for 2 months now, and still you could almost say that you know nothing about them. This person might have something related to the eyes, because if you have heard my introduction, I was talking about this. And even before, I've had Two of Sword as a card, and then the card was, what I was drawn to was the eyes being blindfolded, and it almost feel literal. Something related to eyes. They might have a scar around their eyes. Their eyes might be hurt. They might be blind, or I don't know. They might need specs. Yeah. I've just seen one movie today, and the movie, it was a scientific fiction movie with Tom Cruise. I don't remember the name. But then the guy was saying something like, you know how blind I am without these, without my specs. So I almost feel that, yeah, something related to blindness, maybe permanent, maybe something like temporary. Maybe they just need um, glasses that would help them, whatever. But yeah, main energy is that you are still unknown and unsure of who they are, whether they like you or not, and even they are not very, very expressive about their feelings. They are not vocally expressive about their feelings. They are definitely expressing from their side, which I can see from here and over here as well, which is the emperor. But they are not vocally expressing, and then you are someone, on the contrary, who loves verbal affirmation. You are someone who wants verbal affirmation. You are someone who is like, um, if someone says that they love you, you would feel that they love you. But this person has not done that more often, and you're having a lot of doubts. Um, do I know you enough? Um, is there anything, I don't know. Maybe for some of you, this is your past person as well. It's it just reminds me of someone. I don't know. Okay, so yeah, so along with this confusion and the mystery and wanting to know this person, you are encouraging conversation with this person. You are pushing conversation. You are encouraging this conversation. Okay, it's not like you are pushing it, but for them, it feels like you are pushing it. You are being unreasonable about it. That's how they would perceive you, to be very honest. Again, this is a brutally honest reading. If you want, you can stay. Okay. So yeah, that's how they are going to feel, but that's not your intention whatsoever. What you're doing is you're just asking for conversation. You would love to have conversation with them. And what ends up happening is, the after some time, like, you are still in relationship with this person. Obviously you are in relationship, and by this time you are definitely married, and I have a feeling you are married around this area, which is the emperor and the six of pentacles, or between two of sword and the emperor phase. Okay. After some time, like, let's say 3 months of the relationship, what happens is they become your hero. They are giving you what you need at the time that you need it. Sometimes you just have to think about what you need, and then this person just brings it up to you. They kind of have this understanding, inner understanding of what you want, what you need, and that's how they are operating with you. They are helping you out a lot. They are giving you a lot. They are being a very good, if they are man, if they are being a very good man, they are fulfilling all of their responsibilities. And that's why I said that there might be marriage between this area, which is two of sword and the emperor, um, which is making me feel that they are taking full responsibility of the finance. They are giving 100% to you. um, they are making sure that everything looks great, like physically. If you are at home, they are making sure that the home environment, furniture, everything is good. They are making sure you have enough money. They are making sure um, you're feeling protected and secure. Yeah, all these things. One more thing, with the bull over here, it looks like they might be a Taurus as well. There's this. Yeah, I hope you could see. Okay. But what you are ending up feeling about this person when they are going to do these good deeds towards you is, you're going to doubt yourself. Am I worthy of it? Like, obviously they are being a gentleman or wonderful person. They are doing everything that they could, but I'm so not sure whether I'm worthy of it. I'm so not sure whether I am someone who makes them happy. And this phase would be really frustrating in your life. You would almost cry. Yeah, you can expect to cry around this phase. You would not be comfortable around this area. It would be maybe your first marriage. Um, Obviously it would be like first phase of your marriage, and then you are completely stressed out, not because they are not providing you enough, not because the environment is stressful, but because you are not sure whether you deserve this kind of relationship, whether this person is right for you. This thing could arise for some reasons. There was this movie I saw on Amazon Prime where the guy meets the girl, and then the guy is kind of very, very he stalks the girl's account and search what she likes, what she dislikes. And for example, she likes Italian food, so he kind of prepares Italian food. He learns how to make them, and um, she likes karate, so he go to the karate class. And after a long time, he goes to, finally approach her. Once he do approach her, there's this weird, angry, conflicting feeling that he feels, because he feels that he doesn't deserve her the way he is. On the contrary, he feels that he only deserves her when he is the ideal person. That means he's faking it. We all fake it sometimes or other. Sorry, I have to say it. We all fake it every time, okay? Especially in our social media, especially in our social life. We are all, you know, taking a pictures with our bright smiles. We are all showing the best version of ourselves in the workplace and to our neighbors and everyone. Only to our close ones we are, open and vulnerable about how we feel. And maybe initially you were trying to impress this person, and maybe you were not authentic. You have never been, maybe, okay, this is just something that I'm imagining. This is not what the card represents. But yeah, maybe you have never been on, um, what's it, in your sweatshirt with this person. If you have ever met this person, you have always met them in your best dresses or outdoors, right? You were always meeting outdoors before marriage, and right now, once you are married, you are in your pajamas, you are not wearing your makeup and stuff like that. And maybe that's the reason you feel so undesirable. Or maybe you have some issues from your past that is from your childhood that makes you feel. I sighed because I completely relate with this. Okay, that makes you feel that you are not worthy of loving relationship. Even um I just want to share one more thing. There's this song, if you know Little Mix. There was this, okay, I don't remember the name of, I think it's Jesse, okay. So Little Mix had, they are a group of singers. They had four singers, and then one kind of split out of them, and then now she's making her own songs. So she was doing an interview about her new album. While she was doing the interview, what she said was, um, I always end up loving the bad guys. Um, the toxic guys. I don't know. She didn't say the toxic guys, but that's what I heard right now. But what she said was, I tried to be with a nice guy, but it just didn't work out. I had feelings for them, but just as a friends. And it just there was no attraction. There was just something that just completely was not right. And then this girl uh, had an absent father. I don't remember why. Maybe because um, you know he was no more or something. I don't remember completely, to be very honest. But yeah, she had an absent father, and trust me, anything that does happen in our childhood does affect our adult life as well. And that is one of the things that I kind of remember right now when I'm seeing this, and that's why this cards are so important, and the Four of Swords is also so important for you guys, that you would feel loved, you would feel so secure, you would feel that they are holding, they are dominating, not they are leading, let's say that they are leading in a good way, they are making sure everything is all right. And there would be this feeling of, do I deserve it? And that would end up, making you go on a defensive mode with the Knight of Sword over here in this deck. Why? Because this person has had a war, and then their shield is broken. Their shield is broken. That gives me the idea that they are feeling defensive. Um, they were trying to protect themselves a lot, so much so that the shield broke down. So that's the feeling that I receive from this Knight of Sword card. Um, Again, every card has different vibes, and therefore every tarot gives different energies too. You would feel defensive, you would feel more over passive, okay? Like, you don't know what you can do, what you can expect, how you can act, whether you should talk, whether you shouldn't talk, or stuff like that. And you would feel like you have to calculate every one of your moves, and you have to be perfect. If you're not perfect, maybe you're not good enough for them, or maybe they would realize you're not good enough for them. That's how you would feel, okay? And I'm not saying you are not good enough for them. What I'm saying is, when I have this feeling that I'm not good enough, what ends up happening is I mostly am anxious that the other person would figure it out. They would figure it out that I'm not good enough. But this was all in my head. That's what I realized afterwards. But yeah, that's how maybe you would end up feeling too. Um, yeah, and then you would be defensive, and they would be more good. They would be bringing you gifts, they would be showering you with all the loving things that they could, especially going out with you on dates, money wise, anything. Strange thing, I also have a channel song for you guys. I made a few mistakes, and I regret it nightly. This is the song by Little Mix. Woman Like Me. Okay, Woman Like Me is the song's name. So there also she is. I'm sorry, it's not she. They are singing. That the lyric says that the girl. Um, okay, I'm getting caught up with the feelings of in the song. It's a lot of singers are actually singing this, right? So they are singing something like, um, my mother says that I'm a trouble, and I was wondering whether you would ever like someone who is like me. So, haha, family issues. Okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be. Um, I don't know, but yeah, that's one of the things that I'm sensing for you guys. Doesn't necessarily have to be father issues or something like that. Some like absent father. It's not necessarily like that, but maybe there are some comments that the family did, and then that just stuck in your head, and now you are feeling very defensive. You don't know what to do about it. Okay. And but yeah, they are like generous. And when I said money, what I meant is like going on dates, going on trips, um going to a restaurant to eat food, or they would buy you gifts or something like that. So that might be, yeah. uh, Earlier in this video I said that the love language would be act of service, but now I think that this might be their love language, which is gifts. Okay. Hmm. Or maybe both. Most of you, what you're going to feel is just go with the flow. Don't, don't react much. You would be passive, you would be bottled up about the struggles that you're going through, because eventually, or sorry, ultimately, this is your personal struggle. Even though you are in a relationship with this person, or even you are married to this person, this is still your personal struggle. It's not something that is attached to them, or it's not something that they have done to you that is affecting you. Okay. I would suggest you to go watch the YouTube video called Damaged Empath. I have a feeling that someone of you might be okay. This would be needed. Okay. Anyway, choice. But also, there's this comfortable silence between you both. There's this comfortable silence, and silence doesn't mean that you are not talking with each other. What this means is you are not talking about your feelings to this person. This person might be talking about their feelings to you. This person doesn't have any residue in their heart. That is, um, they they just have good feelings, and they have always expressed this, especially with these cards. And yeah, it's just that you are not able to convey the struggles to them, and somehow you have decided to have a conversation about it. It would be like quick conversation, as quick as possible. Maybe just email them. Okay. This would be like a comfort zone for you guys, saying things on text messages or emails or internet, any kind of conversation. But the thing is that they are kind of busy. They are not having time to have a conversation right now. Maybe you just had your honeymoon, and this Six of Pentacles might represent that you have went to the honeymoon and you're back, and now what they are doing is focusing on their work. And in there, they have not even been informed that you are struggling or something like that. You just said to them that, maybe if at all you have said to them, you might have said something like, hey, I want to talk. That's it. You didn't say that, um, I'm having some issues, I'm having some struggles. I wish to share that with you. You have not been open about this thing as well, like what you want to talk about. You have not said that yet. And I have a feeling that's the reason that they are behaving this way. They are like, oh, you know what, I have to do the job right now. I have client, I have this, I have that. They're working. They are, if they are not working, they are watching TV, they are watching phones, scrolling through their phones or whatever, but they are alone. And almost you feel very defensive as well. Like, how come is it that I have said that I want to talk to them, and then they are not reciprocating it back, they are not respecting it, and stuff like that. It's not completely looking like it's their fault, to be very honest. It just looks like you are not in alignment with having conversation. What does it mean is that some part of your heart doesn't want to have this conversation. Some part of your heart just don't want to talk about these struggles to them. Even though you are struggling a lot, you would rather bottle it up than talk to anyone about it. Okay. um and obviously this makes a lot of sense. Like, who would tell their partner, I don't think I deserve you? This totally doesn't make any sense. Okay. Then that's the reason we have the Page of Swords and the High Priestess, which represents like angels are giving you intuition, saying that, you know what, just go for it, go talk to them. Yeah, this is where it ends. This almost looks like an advice as well. So if it I wouldn't be surprised if this is a past energy of this, or this is your current partner's energy, because if this is so, your angels are saying this as an advice, and this is the main reason you are here. Okay. And what I would like to give you an advice would be, a go look up the damaged empath. It's not in my channel, it's someone else's channel. I don't remember the channel's name, but you would find out quickly. There's nothing called damaged empath otherwise. Go look out for damaged empath on YouTube. And second advice is, I don't know, maybe talk to counselor or something, because this is, if this is a family issue, like unworthiness, if it is coming from the parents or your childhood, this is something too deep for any of us to acknowledge or to, you know, help ourselves with. So if you ever need counselors, you can definitely go for it. Therapist, counselor, that's the second advice. The third advice from my side would be, manifest having this conversation with them. Don't try to have this conversation when you're not feeling it in your heart. There is a part of you that is saying, like, you know what, I would rather keep it in my heart, I would rather not talk about it. If you feel that way, just accept yourself the way you are. And if you feel that way and still want to have this conversation with them, manifest this, do a law of attraction, close your eyes, visualize having face-to-face conversation with this person, and like opening your heart out to this person. And that way I just see it happening, that way you can just manifest this conversation easily. You can just have this conversation with them. Woo, okay. So this was it. There's the song lyrics of Little Mix. I made a few regrets. Oh, sorry. I made a few mistakes. I regret entirely. So maybe you have made some mistakes and you want to share that with them. I don't know. Maybe this is the case. So this was it for you guys. And angels are saying you are so worthy of a relationship because you are, trust angels. Okay, angels are giving two of cups as a card. Angels are saying you are as equal as that of them. What it means, if they have a cup full of love that they are sharing with you, you have a cup full of love that you are sharing with them, even though you do not know or do not understand about that. Always it happens. Like whenever I am about to appreciate my friends, they appreciate me too, right? Like, think about it. When you are appreciating your friends, your lover, whoever, they appreciate you back. Why? Because you might not take note of how much you are giving to the other person, but the other person do understand how much you are giving to them and how much it feels good that you are there in their life. um I don't know. So yeah, angels are saying you're so worthy and you're so giving and you are enough. You are as good as them and they are as good as you, and you both are scratching each other's back. That's the relationship that you are having. What you're thinking you are having the relationship with this person, on the contrary, is that they are helping me out whenever I need, but I am not someone who is doing that. That's so not true. That's what angels are trying to tell you with the two of cups cards. It's both. It's two-sided. It's both of you are giving each other what each other needs. I hope it makes sense. Okay. So this was this reading. I hope you liked it. I think I loved it because I was more open about um my experience as well, and then I don't know, I just loved it. Okay. Let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are. Four is one of your significant number. Okay. We'll see you later. Bye. For those who have chosen pile number two, you radiate, you glow. The first message is coming from this card itself. Angels are saying that you, whoever the viewers are, you are on your right path. Definitely, what they are trying to say is you are vibing, you're growing, you're about to have a glow up. Sometimes, what we think this means is when we are happy, when we are confident, that is what the glow up means, the radiance means. But on the contrary, when we are on our right path, we are still radiating and glowing. In other words, you don't have to be always happy. You don't have to be always vibing. You don't even have to have this self esteem saying that, oh, yes, I am glowing. I am my best right now. Sometimes you don't even feel like it, but you are. That's how angels see you. Okay, so let's begin who your future spouse is. This reading is an honest reading. So if you are a kind of sensitive person, you may leave. Um, but I'm not holding back if there are any type of negative messages. Who is the future spouse of pile number two? Your guardian angels are with you, and you sense them. Okay, so a lot of cards have come out, starting with the moon, page of cups, king of swords, the fool, knight of cups, and page of pentacles. Okay. Hmm. Let's take clarifiers. Oh, yeah. Hmm. Okay. The Four of Swords has two significant roles. One, this is the bottom of the deck energy, to be very honest. I know this has come out of these deck, but the other significance is this is also clarifier for Knight of Cups and Five of Cups. So I'll keep it over here. Let's begin. One thing common about um, your love language is common love language with you and your future spouse, because there is Page of Pentacles here, and here the Page of Pentacles starts. The meanings are quite different. I'll explain it to you later on. And there is also Page of Cups. So that is representing the main focus of your relationship, especially when the Page of Pentacles over here is being clarified with the Strength card. This represents that your strength lies when you have an open and honest conversation with each other. your relationship is stronger when you have an open and honest conversation, or even if you are not having deep conversation, even if you are not talking about real important things, you are having a conversation with them. You talk to them. You it could be about gossip as well, but talk is what defines your relationship. Initially, obviously, and who they are going to be, how they are going to react, and how you're going to, get married, and how your relationship after marriage is going to be. So, starting with, we have the moon, and also in the page of cups over here, in the background, there is also something that looks like moon. The moon card represents that you both are kind of not aware of each other. You both do not know each other. You are a complete stranger to each other. You don't know what to expect of each other. You wouldn't have even expected that this is the person who you would be ending up marrying. This, however, is a general reading. So, for some of you, the moon represents that a new person is coming in your life, whereas for others of you, this might represent that a new person has already come in your life. So, I would always recommend you to trust your intuition. But yeah, if you were thinking whether you would recognize your future spouse right after you see them, that's not going to happen. On the contrary, you would feel like there is a mystery, but you would be also lighthearted around them. You would feel calm. There would be something in the first sight. Maybe you are happy yourself, and then when you meet your future spouse, you are just having a regular conversation, and then everything is going on superb and smoothly. But maybe you're feeling their energy. You're feeling this connection. Your soul is understanding that there is a deeper meaning to it. And therefore, you are feeling very calm, very happy around this person. So, initially, okay, so these cards are how your story is going to lay out and how your future spouse is going to behave towards you. What is their personality? But these cards, which is on the bottom, this represents how you are going to feel, how you are going to, interact with them, how what expectations you are going to have from this person, and so on and so forth. So the expectations what you have from your future spouse is, you have met with each other. There was maybe you were on a blind date or something. Okay, that could also be a possibility. But the page of pentacles represents expectation of conversation, expecting to talk to them more, wanting to talk to them more, wondering whether they have someone else in their life, and having that type of attraction, wanting to flirt, wanting to spend time with them. That's what this energy is representing. Although it feels like for a fraction of time, for some time, especially initially, you are the one, pile number two, who initiates the conversation. And you definitely 100% want this conversation to go on the emotional side. You want to talk about emotions, you want to talk about values and all that stuff. And expectations, like what are you expecting out of your partner and etc. Whereas when you are being the Queen of Cups, and by this time you have talked to each other, you are reciprocating in terms of conversation because we also have Page of Cups. So initially, you were the one who were initiating the conversation. Now sometimes you initiate, sometimes they initiate the conversation. It's back and forth. Although what you expected was to have a deep emotional conversation, and you feel quite vulnerable towards them. You feel that you can open up towards them, and you want that trust that you have towards them for them to have it for you as well. On the contrary, their energy is represented by Page of Cups. They are talking about their emotions, but they are hiding a lot of it. And from what I see over here, she is holding out a cup, whereas in the background, there are a lot of photographs that represents ocean. It almost feels like an iceberg. You are getting the tip of the iceberg, and you understand that there is more to it, and you are a little bit you're expecting obviously that this conversation would go more deeper, um, but unfortunately this kind of doesn't happen that way. You are expecting things a little bit too soon for this person, even though both of your love language is having conversation, but this person is not particularly comfortable to have that type of emotional conversations right now, right away. But they are also respectful of who you are. As you all know, when we are in loving relationship, we try to adjust, we try to um, give our best, we try to give others what they want, even though that's out of our league. Why do I say that's out of their league? Is because here is King of Sword, which I'll come to next. And this person is more like, I would rather be okay. I'll let you know what is this person's personality. I would rather be a mystery to them. I would not risk telling them all about my heart. I would rather keep options in my hand. Like, even though this relationship doesn't work, I have something else as a backup. And that backup could be a career as well. But I want that backup to be happening. I want that um, you know, I want to be practical about things. I can't be emotional, and I don't think this is the right time to be emotional for me. That's how your future spouse is thinking. And this is how they feel, how they genuinely are by their nature. But just because you are, you know, prompting them, or prompting is not the right word, maybe, you're encouraging them to have emotional conversation, they are trying their best. Now, what their best is not what your expectations are, but they are doing their best. That's what I see from the Page of Cups. Because you want that emotional conversation, they try it, and then they understand that they are still very uncomfortable with that. They do not like it. They feel it's becoming too soon. And for you, this pace is soon, but in a good way. Everything is happening fast, but in a good way for you. File number two. But for them, everything is happening fast and they are doubting it. They want to run away from it. They want to detach. That is coming here. They do not understand that in their perspective, this relationship, this is going too fast, but in a bad way. And from your perspective, this is going too fast in a good way. And when they did open up, when they did talk about their emotions, um, something, something small, they immediately took their steps back. They felt very uncomfortable. They felt very um it's a little bit unhealthy for them. I wouldn't be surprised if they were being stressed because they even shared what they wanted to, what they shared initially. They wanted to share these things, but they didn't think that this was so not the right speed for them. And both of you have different speeds, to be very honest. You are so comfortable here, and they are so uncomfortable here, and that's what I see from the King of Swords. They were uncomfortable. They might retreat back. They might, they might not come off as rude. They will still talk to you, but they will talk in a very, you know like for example, they would only text you. They would say that, hey, I'm busy right now, I'll text you later, or something like that. So you would understand that their energy has been retreated. But this is where they find comfort, you see. This is where they find comfort. But on the contrary, you find it, you don't find it very comfortable. You feel, I don't know why, but you have this feeling that, oh my god, they have retreated back. That means they might not be interested in me. They might be trying to run away from me. Eight of Wands is also about traveling, right? They might want to, move on from me. And there is a little bit of you, little part of you that says to you that it's good that this happened very soon. Because if it would have taken a little bit more time for them to realize that this thing is not working out, you might have fallen in love with them, and they might have, you might be deeply in love with them by this time, and then they might have retreated, and then you would be more hurt. But right now, it feels like a balance. You do love them, but not so much that them retreating is hurting you a lot. It still hurts you, but not a lot. And also, right now, you have this doubt. You are not 100% sure that they are retreating, as in they are like, they are not interested. Maybe they are interested, maybe they will come back, but maybe they might be thinking of other options. Maybe they are moving on. That's what you're thinking. And by this time, your future spouse takes a further step back from you. I don't know if it has ever happened with you, but it has happened with me that I have tried to do something when I was so not ready for it, and I still kind of went for it. And then I was so fearful, and I was sick. Literally, I was sick. Like I was ill because of the stress, and I had to retreat. I had to detach, and that's what I see from your future spouse. And then they kind of don't retreat very quickly or very suddenly. It's not a sudden thing. It's just, it's a process. They kind of, um the amount of how much you were talking to each other was less from here. Okay. And that was the kind of conversation that you were having was not emotional. And then later on, they move ahead and go for something. And the channel song for you is by Taylor Swift, Love Story. Because you'll get it why I'm saying this. Okay, so now for some time, there's no conversation that is happening between you. And what is happening in their life, in your future spouse's life, is they are, following their heart. They are when they were doing this, the Page of Cups thing was, you know, adjusting in this relationship. They were trying their best for you. Now they are trying their best for themselves, and I'm so proud of them. So, yes, what they are doing right now is exploring romantic options, exploring life, following their heart, going out and about, just doing whatever their heart says them to do. And it's it's a very big twist of fate, because you are now heartbroken, because you understand that, okay, earlier I was having doubts, as in this person might be retreating back, and now that they have, it's painful, it's sad, it's not what I expected to be, even though I expected. I don't know. The pain was something that you didn't expect, but then you might have expected their behavior. And yes, their intuition. I'll tell you what happened in their life in the background, but this Five of Cups is also important. And then what we do after our breakup, we think back about our ex, right? And what we think we are doing is we are holding on to that relationship. But it's so not true. What we are doing actually is retracing our steps, trying to learn from our mistakes, and how humans do that is by thinking back to it. So that's what you are doing as well. You're thinking back to it, you are expressing your sorrows, you are letting it go, and you are letting go of the pain, and you are about to move on, that this person comes back into your life, and then they propose to you full fledged. They are 100% in, and then you sense this energy from them as well. You sense that they are there, and they are not, you know, as per friends' phrase, their hands are not shaking. They're, they have their mind and their heart 100% set on this truth that they are in love with you, and they would be willing to go forward with it. Now, what changed? If you are surprised, as in like what happened, they were following the intuition, going, moving on or something, right? So they were following their intuition, and their intuition helped them. Okay, during this time of separation, it helped them understand to keep themselves first. And that was so important. Right now, they are trying to people please. Right now, they are trying to please you. And this is, I would say, this is unhealthy. Of course, we should always adjust for our relationship, but not on our expense. Not sacrificing myself to be with someone else. That's so unhealthy, because if I am to be with someone, I should always take care of myself, and as well as take care of others. Never do the opposite, which is not take care of myself and then only take care of others. That is only going, that type of relationship kind of doesn't work very well. That type of relationship is a downfall, as per me and as per my experience. So always we should keep ourselves in the priority, and not just me, but a lot of YouTubers and spiritual gurus have also understood this fact. Not just spiritual gurus, I don't know what to say. I've seen a lot of videos saying self-love is important. Even if you are in relationship, even if you are doing your dream job, still self is priority. Self-love, self-care is important, and that's so different from selfishness. Selfishness is when you are okay that the other person is hurt, but you are happy. You want just you to be happy. It doesn't matter whether the other person is getting hurt on the process. But self love is understanding that our happiness matter too, not just others. It's a very different energy. I don't know whether I explained it very right, but yeah. So what they are doing right now is obviously they are trying to follow their intuition. The intuition for some of you has literally told them to explore other romantic options. They go for it. They, I don't know, maybe they try to date the other person, um, and they are happy. They are keeping themselves in the priority. And then what happens is their own intuition tells them that now is the right time for them to come back to you. Because now they have learned this valuable lesson of how to keep themselves, you know, in the priority, how to have self love, how to have self care, as well as have care for others. Not just caring for others, not just caring for oneself, but having both, having a balance between self care and caring for others, as in caring for you. And therefore, they come back with such a power radiating through their vibes. You feel it in them, you feel it in their energy. You might be an empath, I wouldn't be surprised. You feel that they are 100% in for this relationship. And once you marry this person, after marriage, maybe after a year of marriage or so, you both have the deep conversation that you both wanted. The Page of Pentacles, how you wanted the conversation to start, is how you end up having with this person. So, if you were thinking whether my manifestation is working or not, it is working. It is in the process. If you are in no contact with your person, I wouldn't be surprised because here is that energy. But the no contact journey is also the process of this manifestation, as in the contact. I wanted to have like regular conversation with this person, and that is what they are having. One thing to notice is they are not having a page of cups type of a conversation. They are not someone who is comfortable to talk about their emotions right away or at all. They still have their emotions in the background. Okay, but they are talking about when they talk. By the way, this is like the middle ground for both of you. You are happy with this type of a conversation, and they are happy with this type of a conversation. But yeah, when they talk, there is security, there is stability, there's an understanding that yes, they love you. This is such a wonderful cards, and that is what is going to bring strength in your relationship. Okay, for those of you who are in no contact situation, this Four of Sword and the Five of Cups is as an advice over here. They might come back anytime, but what your energy is, like how you know that you are ready for them to be in your life, is when you allow yourself to be stressed, allow yourself to be sad, allow yourself to let go of that sorrow. How we let go of our sorrow is not by being, happy about whatever has happened in our past. That is so not true. But on the contrary, when we allow ourselves to cry, to sob, that's when the sorrows are out of our system, out of our body, out of our vibes, out of our energy, out of our system. And right now is the right time for you. Whoever you are, let go of that stress. Okay? And angels are saying, I understand that you have a lot of stress and heartbreak. This was expected and also unexpected from your side. And it is painful, and I understand. And you need to let go right now. Let yourself be. Accept yourself the way you are. Accept yourself with the stress that you have about this relationship, about this connection. Accept yourself with the expectations you have about this person. Accept yourself with the sorrows you have and the anger you have. And therefore, you can let go of all the pain and struggle. Once you do let go of the pain and struggle, what is remaining is love. And once we are in love, we are manifesting love in our life. And love is universal. Um, so let me just rephrase it. Once you have let go of the sorrow, of the hatred, of the betrayal from your heart, love is eternal, love is unconditional. That is not something that is going out of our heart any sooner. But yeah, either of two things will happen. A, either you will be in love with your life, or B, you will just have love left in your heart for this person. And if it's the B case, you will attract this person again in your life, but this person would be completely transformed, completely different. And that's what makes this card the powerful card over here. Okay, so this was it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I said it in the beginning of the reading that this reading is something, you know, where I'm going to be honest. And for a lot of you, I sense your energy that you actually love this reading. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought about this reading. Okay, whether you are in no contact situation, because I do sense that. Yeah, let me know that. Okay, bye. And also, I'll be posting future spouse appearance video in the future. So if you're interested, you can check back on this channel. Bye.